Tell me who you know who owns a women's basketball team in your circle. So how does someone even get the audacity to start a basketball team?
Audacity comes in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. So my audacity came about out of depression. We didn't grow up with phones.
Yeah.
So it just means we grew up with something,
Yeah.
which was people.
Mm-hmm.
So we learned the art of communicating with people. We learned the art of being around people. We played games outside in the rain, jumped around with balls. But the kids of nowadays are always on the phone.
Yeah.
So they would not know what to do when they meet human beings. I'd rather get pregnant than get HIV though. Much as, even if I have medication, I also don't enjoy medication much. So I'd rather be safe than sorry.
How do you fare in the dating scene when the average height of a man is not 7 feet?
I'm sorry, short men, but
Akumu, how you doing?
Great.
If I wanted to understand what you do, which I believe is why you are a great person, what is the simplest explanation you could give someone who hasn't met you before to understand what you do?
The simplest explanation I would give someone is my kind of personality is one that just shows up. Yeah. Pretty much.
Do you have a strong personality?
An extremely strong personality, but also a very welcoming one.
Don't you get into trouble? First of all, I can't wrap my head around you having an extremely welcoming personality, which is at the same time extremely strong.
I have a very strong personality. I think it comes from the lineage of women in my family.
Okay.
We're very, very strong women, but also very welcoming and warm.
Okay.
Which makes it, I think that's the part where I, as Akumu, come in. The warm part. Yeah. Because I'm an empath, so to speak, and I'm easily available for people.
What does someone being an empath mean?
It means I will just not pass by when, let's say, for example, easiest example is maybe you get an accident on the road or you're in some sort of trouble, and you know those people who, even on your contact list, I will call Job first.
Yeah.
Before anyone else, the number one on my list, because chances are they will show up.
Yeah.
Without judgment, they will show up whether we were in good terms or not, and then kesi badai. Yeah, I'm that kind of person.
So you're the kind of person who can be counted on?
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
And did you have this from when you were like a kid?
I have always been like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you paint that picture for me, the context in which you are brought up? Because I'm trying to understand here why you are the way you are. And maybe that context would paint this picture for me. Yeah.
Okay, so I grew up in a family of 4. My father, a very gentle giant, quite literally. And my mother is a teacher, a high school teacher. So, of course, by the virtue of the fact that she's a teacher, my grandparents being very strict Adventists.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pastor and all that.
Your grandfather, Adventist.
My grandfathers, both Adventist pastors.
From both sides of the side?
Yes. Very strict with church and all.
So your parents are PKs?
Oh, yeah.
To give context, folks, PKs are pastors' kids.
Yeah, my mother, very strict pastor's kid. So imagine the combination of having a mother who's a teacher, so and a pastor's kid, and growing up in an Adventist environment. Yeah. So that's a very strict environment. However, I had a father who was very calm, a very, very calm person. And I don't know it is because of his stature or just his personality. He also was always there for people. He was the person, he was an 9th born in the family of 13.
Oh.
Yeah. But most of the time, you'd think he's a firstborn. He always took care of people. So I think, monkey see, monkey do. So by the virtue of the fact that he was that person, then I am that person. I embody a lot of him.
You say that your dad was a giant.
The guy was more than 7 feet tall. I can't remember the exact, but he was
7
very, very
feet?
tall. Yeah.
Okay, that is quite tall. Do you have a photo of you next to him?
No, he died when I was pretty young. And then
Okay.
those days, there was no
cameras.
A lot of cameras around. He died when I was 17. Yeah, I think I had just gotten my first phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I just completed high school and got my first Kabambe phone. So yeah,
you come from that generation of people who never owned phones when they were in school.
No, you finish school is when you figure out how to get a phone.
Something that I learned recently, it's probably on the newspaper somewhere. Dave, let's find that photo. It's a newspaper clip. So they say that the generation that is there right now, I think it's either on either BBC, CNN, or Nation.Africa. So one of those three. I was reading them this morning. And they said that this generation of kids who've been raised with phones is pretty anxious.
They should be. I mean, because, we didn't grow up with phones.
Yeah.
So it just means we grew up with something, which was people. So we learned the art of communicating with people. We learned the art of being around people. We played games outside in the rain, jumped around with balls. But the kids of nowadays are always on the phone.
Yeah.
So they would not know what to do when they meet human beings.
Even their connections are built on phones.
Oh, yeah.
Like on Snapchat. And
they would chat with you more on Snapchat or WhatsApp than in person. So in person does not work for them. Of course, it makes them anxious. But then again, there's one thing that you can never do away with is human interaction. You can never, no amount of AI or technology can never get rid of.
Did you have a lot of human interaction growing up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was a pastor's kid. My dad was a first elder in church too.
Wait, hold up. You're a PK. You are PK too?
My parents were, but then again now my parents, my parents were like, my mother currently is even a first elder in the home church.
I want to give a shout out to a sponsor of this episode, Olympic Auto Center. Olympic Auto Center has been servicing car enthusiasts and car owners for more than 3 decades. Servicing the Twin Cities and the state of Minnesota since the 90s, they have the experience, the passion, and the will to make your ride smooth. If you are in need of towing services, auto repair, or buying a new or used car, reach out to Olympic Auto Center now.
My dad was a first elder.
We are going to talk about that.
Yeah. So... first elders, having grown up in an environment where they are the first call for all church members.
Yes.
Whenever anything happens, whether welfare, whether, random church things, board, nini, all those things.
So let's give people context here. Akumu is a Seventh-day Adventist.
Absolutely.
And her parents are Seventh-day Adventists.
Yes.
So when we're having these discussions about church here, we're talking about Seventh-day Adventism.
Yeah.
And so your parents, both of them at some point have been first elders. I think that's what you explain.
Yes.
And so by virtue of them being first elders, you have so
many visitors always.
Okay.
Oh, your house is always full. But also remember the kind of personality my father has is, I think, a Jesus complex of sorts. So he would meet you on the road and you'd be like, oh, elder, nimekwama, he would have 200 shillings. And he'd give it to you so that he walks to whatever his destination is. Because it was like, the fact that God brought you in my path for help, it means he's going to provide for me. So let me just give you what I have. So that's who he was. And he was always there for anyone. And he's this kind of person who, he knew very many people, but he was an architect as well, the provincial architect of Nyanza province then. So his circle, whether it's at work or at church, is a very big circle by virtue of the person that he is. Also coming from a very big family. There were 13 siblings.
13 siblings. In your dad had
13 siblings.
So there were 14 in total.
There were 13 in total. 13 total. He had 12 siblings, so there were 13 in total. And these 13
from one
siblings from one mother, one father.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of
and I have a lot of cousins
business
too.
For a pastor.
Yeah, grandpa, he loved church so much. He didn't go to school, but he was very spiritual.
Okay.
Very, very spiritual. He taught us quite a lot.
Your grandpa didn't go to school? How did he become a pastor?
He preached a lot. He He taught a lot. You know, his father, my great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, we never got to see him.
Okay.
His child, who is my grandfather, never got to see him. Why? Because he was picked up during the war times for the Second World War. So he went.
Yeah, King's African Rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we never got to see him. But now
So he died in Burma or somewhere?
Yeah.
Did you ever get his remains back?
No,
Do you know?
we never, nothing. We just know that he went and never came back.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
There must be very many families that lost their loved ones.
I think a lot of families did and not trace. But now at least he left a child who was now my grandfather.
So your only child?
He was the only child.
Okay.
Then again,
so
Luo culture comes. So he has his mother, yeah? Who
Luo
gives birth
culture,
to him? Luo culture. There is, what is it called? There's inaitwa kutero. Kutero is kitambo, when your husband dies, then maybe a family member or a brother would take over your wife. I don't know if you understand.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you and I'm like, so
yeah.
Your grandmother.
Yes, my great-grandmother.
Your great-grandmother had two husbands, or so two brothers.
Ideally, she had one. Culturally, she had one. Because what happens in Luo culture is when you are terrored, let me use that, when you're terrored, the kids remain your actual husbands. Because his brothers are continuing his lineage. Does that make sense?
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So if you want your children, you better go find a wife for yourself that will have your lineage.
But I mean, they are biologically the brother's children. The brother, would you call that
inherited?
Wife inherited?
Yes,
inheritance?
wife inheritance.
Okay. So the brother inherited, biologically, those are his kids.
Right? Biologically, however, they are recognized culturally as my great-grandfather's children.
So your grandfather had siblings.
Yes.
Half siblings scientifically half siblings, but I mean they were siblings from.
They are siblings culturally, but they are like siblings from another father.
That culture is still carried on.
I think there's certain people who still practice it, but I think over time culture has been watered down, and then also Christianity mingling with culture has washed away a lot of culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to a sponsor of this episode, Candy Home Survey Realty. If you want to buy a property, whether it's a property for you to live in or a commercial property for you to invest in, reach out to Candy. Candy Home Survey Realty has made it possible for multiple lives to be transformed. If you want to transform your life today and move to one of the coolest provinces in Canada, reach out to Candy Home Survey. This a couple of years ago, if you want to go here, we can go here. If you don't want us to go there, we will stop. So a couple of years ago, this wife inheritance business in the early 90s brought up a lot of, I don't know if you were alive in the early 90s, but it brought up a lot of spread of HIV in Luo Nyanza.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever experience that in your village? Did you ever see that around?
Luckily, I was very young.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got to experience it because I also have background in my profession. Like what I went to do in school is I'm a social scientist.
Okay.
But I also did a bit of studies and research in HIV. But outside of that, so that means I understand what HIV is and how it's spread.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I am privileged to have amazing aunties. You know, when you want to know things, it is aunties and uncles who will tell you
break
things.
them down for you.
Yeah, so I have this really amazing auntie who once sat down and she was telling me the impact. Okay, now you see, I have studied it in books and seen data. But now she was explaining to me the impact it had back then. Now, us guys are very young. Yeah. She says that there was a time in Kenya that children became heads of households because, first of all, they didn't understand what disease this was. And people got so, how is it called? Dilapidated. Like you'd, inakumaliza.
Yeah.
But no one knows what it is. So once someone knows, oh, Nani is sick, they don't want to come near you because they don't know. First, they didn't even have the knowledge that it was, before they knew it was sexually transmitted. And of course, the other ways that HIV is transmitted.
Yeah.
It was so bad that it wiped out a certain age gap. And then in Kenya, and I think, where HIV landed, and most of Africa, there was a time that it was children. You'd go to walk into a home, it is very old people or very young people.
There's no middle-aged
There was
people.
no middle-aged. Why? Because
that entire
the rate
generation.
is gone.
Yeah.
And of course, wife inheritance contributed so much into the going of this
generation.
Yeah, so you'd wake up today and very old grandmothers and very young children, probably under 15, are heads of families.
I think it's sad that happened, and you see it. I don't know. A friend of mine has this conspiracy theory that HIV was created in a lab to control the population. And what he says is, he breaks it down this way: sexual practice in the West is very rampant. It's out in display. Kids start having it from when they're very young. But it never affected people in the West as much as it did people in Africa. Yeah.
I mean, I could say we are used a lot as guinea pigs for many things. So
it was a perfect experiment.
That's a perfect experiment.
Yeah.
I mean, because truth be told, I really don't know what truly was the origin of it. Was it in a lab? Was it just one day, someone woke up and they had this sickness that could not be explained? Or what was it actually? So everything we read is just theoretical. But then again, you ask yourself, then why is it that it clears a certain kind of people as opposed to a certain kind of people? Yeah. But then, of course, with science and everything else, they start now creating measures of, okay, fine, it can be prevented like this. Mother to child is preventable. And so let us reduce it. So, because maybe, now I don't know if they saw that, all of them were going to die. So we need to be able to prevent it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it did us dirty. So dirty. And that is why recently there was this research that shows in Nairobi, from age 15, these new infections of HIV.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
So
why?
A high rate of new HIV infections.
This year. Yes, that was like maybe a month or two ago. And it's like from the age 15. And I'm like, I'm so afraid for this generation that does not understand the impact of what HIV can do.
But we could argue that for that generation, there is measures to keep it at bay so that they are not affected.
From kids who think that getting pregnant is worse than getting HIV.
If in the grand scheme of things, with HIV now, you can live longer. You can live a long, normal life.
You can.
Into your old age.
Now, let me put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Of recent, the health system that has hugely been... Actually, the HIV projects in Kenya were hugely funded by not Kenyans.
Yeah.
Yeah? By all the other people that are not Kenyans.
Like you said.
Yeah. I don't know if I should say, because I don't know what
what happened to the channel? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but it has been funded, not by the government. Then the funding was pulled out. Very many people lost their jobs in the last 2 years. Very, very many people in projects that worked those who worked in projects of HIV and other diseases, TB and whatnot, but HIV was the most affected.
Yeah.
And you could see what, the president over there was saying about funding here and there. And, we used to get or rather we still, I think, get the medication from there. So then it reaches there's a point where there are people who could not get medication. Remember, this is medication you take every day.
Yeah.
For pretty much the rest of your life, depending on whatever line determines what medication you get. So if a point reaches in this country called Kenya that you're not able to afford, or because it used to be free.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think it remains free for like a while.
Yeah.
But then again, the funding for it is being cut down. What then happens? If those drugs are to be sold, they are very costly.
Yeah.
So when we think about it as, it's preventable, what if that day reaches when you can't access that medication? Why? Because the funding is being pulled out of Kenya, hoping that it goes back to normal at some point. But if it doesn't, then what happens?
Then becomes a problem.
Another pandemic
Okay.
altogether. So we'll be back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Because if you grew up in the 90s and the 80s, people who saw the effects of that are extremely afraid because you saw it with your eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a partner and the first thing you're doing is, oh yeah, we're going to hospital.
Yeah.
We are first going to, let's get things clear from day one.
Yeah.
So that I'd rather get pregnant than get HIV though. Much as, even if I have medication, I also don't enjoy medication much. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah.
So when your father passed away,
Yeah.
was your mother inherited by your dad's brother?
No, they were very Adventists.
Okay, so
Adventists, they believe in one man and one wife.
The culture had been whitewashed.
Yeah, Christianity had whitewashed the culture.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, that's not happening. But then again, my entire family also extended, we're Adventists, so we kind of like believe in the same thing.
Okay, so I want us to go to the village here a little bit. So when your mother goes to the village,
Yeah.
what does the rest of the community that is probably not Adventist think when she says, you know what, I'm Adventist, I'm going to stay by myself, I'm not going to get married?
I think they would probably be like, yeah, you're not following culture, and yada, yada, this and this will happen. But then again, very many times be like, yeah, Christ died for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if I taboo the culture, Mungu elisha die for my sins, so cool.
But don't you think that when religion came and it wiping away the culture that was there before, there was good things that were in this culture that were taken away?
Absolutely.
I'm going to give an example here, and if in the comments you feel like you want to break this down for us or you want to bash me, you could go ahead. But hypothetically, your grandfather would have grown up as in a single mother household.
Single mother, single child, yes.
And it is possible that during that time, life would have been very hard, very difficult for your great-grandmother and your grandfather. And highly likely that your grandfather would have not gotten into, becoming a pastor. We're going to come back to that. But because of culture, it made sure that she was, your grandmother was taken care of, your great-grandmother was taken care of.
Yes.
And your grandfather had an amazing childhood. I'm probably preempting it, but I mean,
I hope so
he had
too.
an okay childhood.
Yeah,
had
with
siblings, and he grew up a normal life, and that was made possible by your culture. Now, let's take Christianity.
Yeah.
Jesus died for you,
Yes. And washed away all my sins.
and washed away all your sins, but at the same time, washed away your culture too.
Yeah.
So let's imagine your grandmother and and her son, your grandfather rather, are Adventists.
Yes.
So your great grandmother refuses to be inherited. So first of all, she probably kicked out of the village home by the rest of the village.
Yeah, like why are you not?
And then she has to go
Because the
fend
time
for
culture
herself.
was very
Strong.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, he has to move to maybe Kisumu City or Nairobi or wherever else, or maybe some other place. And life becomes very challenging for her, Yeah. Your grandfather probably also very challenging, challenging life. And highly likely ends up in a totally different trajectory, which basically means that you won't be here today.
Yeah. So I thank God for culture.
I mean, I think there is value.
There is a lot of
There's some
value.
values that were there.
There is a lot of things that culture was straight on with, and I'm one of these people who there are many things. I value my culture. Like Luo culture is very, very rich in how we do things. I mean, out there in the world, and I know people will say in the comment section somewhere how we are very all over the place when we come. Like for Luos, you either do it or you go. Like you show up or you go home.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
There's a way we've been brought up to appreciate. First of all, we're taught to appreciate you as a person.
Yeah.
Appreciate the next person. Appreciate. We're taught so much appreciation that people equals pride, and we are very proud of where we come from.
Yeah.
So much that yes, Christianity has kind of watered down a bit. You'd find that most younger people don't know where to draw not even where to draw the line. They of course lean more towards Christianity.
Yeah.
But some of the things that were just fine to do, not to say, okay, the only thing I don't like about the inheritance thing is the fact that the spread of diseases is wild. That is crazy wild.
You could go and get tested.
You know?
And like, hey, before you inherit me, we're gonna get tested.
I mean, you're gonna be spreading to everyone
But
everywhere.
I mean, if you are getting tested, then you have the demand,
At
brother.
the time, there was no testing. They were like, yeah, nimepata kadem, you know?
Let's extrapolate that culture to now.
To now.
Yes. So it's 2025.
It's 2025.
2026.
I don't know how that would come. This is 2026, and then culture, and then wife inheritance. I don't know. Because we've already been, and you know, the thing is, many African cultures had wife inheritance. Why? And the main reason was for continuity, not for promiscuity, not for the sake of, oh, Nani has so many women. No.
Yeah.
It was for continuity. And that's why those children were known as the children of the original man.
Yeah.
Let me call them that. Yeah. But because they were not there, they didn't want, have you ever had this thing of a brother, let's say you're like many brothers in your house, and then one is not able to sire children. But your mother or your grandmother or aunties will tell the woman, with or without your knowledge, to, go with any of your brothers. But then when the children come, even you will not know they're not yours. I mean, they'll be your children. But it is your brother who helped you to continue your lineage. But in actual sense, they're your brother's children.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
I've heard of that in some cultures, like the Maasai culture. I think they have that. Yeah.
And it's for continuity, not for any reason at all. Because those children will never be called whoever your brother's name is, but they will be, they will always forever be your children.
But what do you think this does to the woman, though? I mean, her dignity, her decision, her choice. Because what I'm thinking is, man, let's imagine your brother-in-law is this guy who is very doesn't have the best character.
Yeah, you hope you get one that has good character, but well.
So I think at that time, if I was alive, then I'd be, when I'm choosing to get married, man, you wouldn't. I think during that time there's no even choice of getting married.
There was no choice.
You'd
be
told,
stolen at the river, and you're in.
You just hope that the family that you're stolen into has good brothers.
Yes.
So that, because it's kind of like you're married to all the brothers in case something happens.
You're always married. Like, how many it's very hard for women, by the way. You're always married to the community. But now, look at it this way also. When I come to your family, when our families come together, we are basically brand ambassadors of this community.
Yeah.
So when you're a brand ambassador of something or an organization or whatever, you have to do everything within your power to ensure that whatever story you're telling out there, because when you're a brand ambassador, you're basically marketing. The same happens in families.
Yeah.
So even if you'll beat each other over there and do what, but when the moment you walk out of that bedroom, you're all smiling and holding hands because you're brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you walk out that gate and you're going to your mother-in-law's house, you're like in your best behavior, the best, longest dress, and whatnot, So so many things women get to hide. But then again, I see that nowadays is also being washed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone will stand at a funeral and say, don't pretend you are present.
Yeah, I saw that. But I think it's good to be brave like that.
It is good to be brave. People. It is okay, but what then does it do? There is ways. I'm a strong believer in.
It calls out the pretense in the families.
Yeah, that's okay then.
Dave, let's find that video actually of that girl who was making noise
don't
in the funeral.
I am. You were never there.
Yeah.
So don't come here and say you're with us.
I mean, the promises that are made during funerals. So when your dad passed away, how old were you? 17.
I was 17 years.
So were promises made in your dad's funeral?
A million promises. He was a prominent person. He was a pretty prominent person.
Akumu, stand up. Siblings, these children, I will take care of them.
We will pay school fees. We will take care of their mother, and yada, yada. A lot of promises were made.
And that is the last time you see those people, probably.
There is only 2 people who kept, probably 3, who kept their promise, part of the promise. One of them is my dad's friend. He's an engineer. he did keep his promise,
Yeah.
and that I can never forget. And then two of my aunties also kept the promise.
What was that promise that the engineer made?
He was like, yeah, I'll help you. They'll help my twin sister's an engineer. But like, yeah, we're gonna see if we can see you through school.
Okay.
And he did it for like a bit. And I was like, yeah, that's okay, because he kept his promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was great friends with my father. He was an amazing, him and my dad are very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot, man. I've seen that in funerals all the time. I remember in this one funeral where I attended, and they even said, record this properly. So like they told the videographers, record this properly. This promise that I'm making. I'll do this and this and that for the children, man. And so many times those promises are never kept, man.
The moment they leave that compound, you're literally alone. I remember my mom pretty much struggled with, we have 4 siblings. Yeah, so my mom pretty much struggled with us through, and we all, thank God, have all cleared school.
Yeah.
And all 4 of us have gone to university and cleared, and she really struggled through it. And there was promises. Oh, there was promises made.
Yeah.
But I think even right now, as an adult, I wouldn't carelessly make promises, because we knew, you're very hopeful. You're like, yeah, nani alisema. And then you realize, girl, you're alone.
Yeah, true. And I think especially in this time, an episode is dropping. So for context, we're shooting this on the 27th of December. So an episode is going to drop tomorrow, this guy, where we talk about this, that we live in a world where everyone is fighting for themselves and trying to see if stuff is going to work for them. So people are so busy chasing their own path.
So where do you come in? You don't.
You don't. I mean, I even talk about whenever I'm calling guests to come here, some of the guests just never show up.
Oh, really?
Some of them, they don't respond to my request for them to come. And of course, some of them will request to come.
What does that make you feel?
I used to feel bad long ago, but I came to understand this. In a list of priorities of anyone, I'll be foolish to think that I am number 3 or number 2 in their list. I'm probably number 15.
Yeah, even number 100 is, I mean, at least you're on the list.
Yeah.
You can be like, yeah, you're on the list somewhere.
Yeah, so I've been trying to get Kipchumba Murkomen to come on here. I want to talk to him about his skinny jeans. I was telling a friend of mine.
He better Kipchumba Murkomen show up. Can you show up?
And so every once in a while he'd respond, and then he'll go quiet for weeks, and then he'll respond, and then quiet for a couple of weeks again. But anyway, at some point I think he's gonna come. But it will be very foolish of me to catch feelings that, man, why is he not coming? Or why is he? So sometimes he'll make a promise. You know what? Let's talk on the 15th. Hypothetically, let's talk on the 15th. On the 15th, I'm calling him. He's like, you know what? I'm coming tomorrow, the 16th. 16th, we'll prepare for him.
In the country.
Sometimes he'll be even in the country, he'll be in the neighborhood, but he has so many other responsibilities. So in his priority list, I am nowhere near featuring anywhere near the top.
Yes.
And so it is understandable when, even when I send someone a message and they don't respond to me, I totally understand.
Like,
long ago, I used to care. But now
You'd be like, oh yeah, why didn't they respond?
Yeah, I mean, now you get to understand that is life. People have their own lives to live. And while you try and make yourself useful enough for them to want you to be on the priority list, you also should be okay to know that you're not going to feature at the top of everyone's priority list.
Let me ask you, let me tie this to that digital conversation we were having.
Yeah.
What does it look like for our children and this, alpha generation? You remember they have grown up knowing that dadi unataka sawa, dadi ndo hii. Yeah, dadi okay, fine. Everything is a yes.
Yeah.
So what happens when they come to real life and then realize, oh, no one really does care about you?
I think there's going to be a very big disconnect and a lot of struggle in the kids who've been raised up that way. And I think then the calling is the honor is on the parents to ensure that they train these children.
But they're working. They're working. Who is doing the training? They're chasing the paper?
Well, I mean, maybe aim to spend a little bit of time with the child every day. But I think that would be useful.
Or make sure they interact with actual human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when they are on gadgets through and through, when are they ever going to? Because when you're on a gadget, the gadget doesn't tell you no. it's always, I want to go on YouTube, internet imekifikisha YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to go on Snapchat, imekifikisha. Hakuna time nitakwambia, no, not now. Not now.
Yeah, and sometimes if your phone is dead, you'll be like, oh man, I gotta wait
They're even more afraid of electricity going off than of HIV. That's almost ridiculous. and power banks is the number one selling electronic in the market because how can I have my phone off?
Yeah.
I used to like being on phone, but then again, because of I also do business a bit, so I always have to be on the phone. But I have learned I can go for like 4 hours a day without touching the phone and doing something, like actually read a book, touch grass, touch a tree, take a walk, something, But our kids don't get to.
Take them to the village every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
That's... in the village, probably there's no internet. But
most probably there's no internet.
But you see, then what happens is this. I would want my daughter, I have a daughter, so I would want my daughter to experience a good life in the village. And when she's older, she would willingly want to go to the village. Because the converse of that is she experiences a bad village lifestyle.
Yes.
Then so she doesn't want to go back there.
Yeah, that is true. I have 2 daughters myself, and I ensure, because I'm in sports, they really have not. They have to be in sports as well. So they swim, they play basketball as well.
Yeah.
And one of them does chess. Just so these are activities that you have to be involved in for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So then it means you're not on a gadget, you're interacting with human beings. So,
yeah.
But we really have to try so much so that they remain human as opposed to robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why they're a more depressed nation than we are. Like, we go through depression and all, but them is something else. Yeah.
So how do you get your children into sports then?
I started going with them. Anytime I had games, I just carry them and go for games. Then my daughter's first basketball was given by my cousin, my big brother.
Yeah.
So she was initiated into it. My big brother Ronnie gave her first basketball. So she was like, I don't know how to dribble. We just go and figure out what to do with the ball.
Yeah.
Anytime I have games, they come along. I love going to watch, whether it's my game or not, Friday night, Saturday night, at Nyayo live games, I go with them.
Oh, do you have to pay to watch games at Nyayo?
Yeah, depending.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Highly dependent on if they're premier games you pay, the other games you don't pay.
Okay.
Yeah, because premier games are quite high level. And those ones you pay. It's not much.
Yeah.
It's very quite affordable. I mean, it's like sometimes 500, depending on if you want VIP or normal or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not much. 200 sometimes, 300 sometimes, 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that 2 hours, they know people make noise, people shout, people cheer, vuvuzela, nini, all those things. Yeah.
So for context here, you told me we were having a chat earlier about who you are. And I get to learn something great about you, that you own a basketball team.
Yes. I do own a women's basketball team, to be specific.
Tell me who owns a women's basketball team in your circle. And I'm so proud of you.
Akumu. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. It is a great thing. I think you're doing a lot to the culture, not only the culture, but also the sports industry in Kenya. And that is beautiful.
Yeah, I wish you could do more. There's a lot to be done, but I wish you could do more. But we've started from somewhere, and that's a great thing.
So how does someone even get the audacity to start a basketball team?
Audacity comes in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. So my audacity came out of depression. Yeah, I lost someone super close to me, and a lot of other life things that were just happening in life.
Yeah.
And I was just going down a rabbit hole. So at some point, I just, left my kids and went to Kisumu.
Yeah.
To the, sometimes you get grounding where you grew up.
You left your kids.
Yeah. Here they wrote, because I was like, I needed to find myself again. I needed to come back alive, or else I could be of harm to anybody else, So I needed to find myself back. So I went down to Kisumu. I'll go to sport. Kisumu has Jomo Kenyatta Sports Ground.
Yeah.
Where I hope that's they keep changing between Raila and Jomo Kenyatta. So, but sports ground.
Yes.
You'd go watch there, and there's girls playing, and it's a thing I know because my father was one amongst the very greatest basketballers that I know. He
So that's
nurtured
your
so
dad was a
many
giant.
people. Yes.
As a giant, he used to play basketball.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My father and the late KBF president, Otula, Paul Otula, were very close friends.
Yeah.
He did teach him basketball.
Who taught who?
My dad.
Your dad taught Paul Otula basketball?
Yeah, and they were very, very close.
Okay.
Actually, Otula's journey did not even begin with basketball. I think he used to play, I think it was handball or something. There's another sport he used to play. And then it's when now they started playing.
Netball.
Yeah, he didn't start from basketball. But now there's this coach, I forget his name. I think currently he should be the president of volleyball. He should currently be the president of basketball.
Yeah.
He started with them. He actually was the one who spotted him and removed him from, spotted Tula and removed him from that other sport. I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
Then now into basketball. My dad was already playing basketball at the time.
Yeah.
And he was a very great basketball. He was an amazing basketballer.
Yeah.
He's trained so many people who are still alive, some not. Unfortunately, including him, not alive. And very many of my brothers, Joy Akumu, we have brothers and sisters. So many of them, some have gone abroad because of basketball.
What do you mean by in Kijaluo? You have brothers and sisters?
Akuna cousin.
Oh,
Or
okay.
sijui, they're like your brothers or your sisters.
Because you never know who sired them.
Fair point. However, because they all, follow, they are all under the Aduke umbrella. So yeah, my family the Aduke family has a lot of basketballers.
Yeah.
But also we are blessed to be very tall people. I'm amongst the shortest in my family.
You are the shortest?
Yeah.
This woman is 6 feet tall.
I'm almost 6, but yeah.
Okay.
But we're blessed with height, like big, beautiful bodies, both girls and boys.
Do you have taller girls than you in your family?
Absolutely.
Do they...
Including my twin sister is taller than me.
Your twin sister is taller than you?
Yes.
How do you fare in the dating scene when the man, the average height of a man is not 7 feet? I'm sorry, short men, but all I have known is giants. Okay.
Since I was a child. So those are the people I relate to the most.
So in your family, in order for someone to even knock on the door,
even...
they have to exhibit some...
It has to make sense.
Okay.
And then there's this very bad joke I like to say that I would love to continue the gene and not aribu it in between. However, guys, that's my preference. That's absolutely my preference. I like me some tall people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're to analyze...
If we stand here with my brothers, you'd be surprised.
Your brothers
Those are tall people.
would touch this. This ceiling is about 9 feet high.
I mean, they would even the door, they would all be bending as they're coming into the door.
So the standard doors that you guys have in your homes, are they taller than the normal doors?
I think they have to adapt depending on which doors they decide to put in their homes.
Okay.
Yeah, but my family has pretty tall people.
So I'm gonna push on this a little bit. The female members of your family, as any of you dated shorter people or got married to shorter people?
Interestingly, I haven't seen, at least not shorter than them.
Okay.
I mean, it could be short depending on their height, but not shorter than them.
So no heels.
High heels. There's no heels with that. Because how would it look like you being taller than
your partner, and yet your partner is pretty tall? The whole village is the tallest guy.
You'd be like, okay. That's a pretty interesting combination. But then again, in all biasness, because that's what I know, and those are the kind of people I've grown up around.
Yeah.
Even I myself, you'd rather be 2-3 inches taller than me, but we cannot be the same height, or you cannot be shorter than me. Yeah.
That's interesting. You must have broken very many. Were you always tall, like in school, high school?
Yeah, I was always a big girl. I've always been, I think, a plus size girl. We're those kids who... You're the biggest in class, you're the tallest in class, you're in nursery, but unakani kama uko class 3.
How was that for you? How did that make you feel?
Initially, I think it was tough. But then again, remember, I have grown up with a dad who his first order of business was to ensure that you know yourself, you love yourself, you understand yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're just beautiful the way you are. Yeah. Even I mean, who is taller? And he'd be like, yeah, who is taller than me? He'd go somewhere and then he would shika kids like this. This is the head of a child, and then he just leave them like this. So I was like, yeah, you are not growing as you are growing.
Yeah.
So it would be difficult to bully people like us. Then also, I have a very, compared to my twin sister growing up, did not have a strong personality like mine. But I'm very out there, so to speak. So it's very hard to bully me, even with my height or my size, or I'll just be like, yeah, what I didn't, none of your height, kuna height yako ilipotea, so.
Did you ever fight in school?
Not really.
Okay.
It's hard to fight me.
No, like, I don't know, just getting to fights even for the sake of it. Or you are calm.
No. I am very upfront. So
you'd speak up?
I would absolutely speak up from minute one. So you gotta come correct. So if you want to come and get me, you better come. I think I'm still like that even up until now, because I will, even when let's say you and I are friends, and you do something that I don't like, I will let you know in a very nice way, because my dad is those people who, you could be wrong or you are wrong, but there's also a way you can deliver messages that is okay and understandable, despite the fact that you definitely are wrong in that moment. You know? So how you communicate matters. Yeah. And he was a great listener and communicator. Yeah. So I pretty much learned a lot of that. So he would help a lot of people, but he would also listen a lot. But yeah, me, I think I talk a lot more than him, but I boundaries, because I like to be talked to a certain kind of way. I extend the same grace to everyone else, even if like the situation is wrong. Yeah.
So your dad then, you trained folks in basketball, but also you were telling me
he had a whole team, by the way. Did I mention he had a whole team?
He had a whole team.
The team I think used to be called Jokali. Then at some point they used to be in Kisumu, and they were they were the it basketballers of the time. And then eventually I think they transitioned into Lakers and whatnot. The same sports ground where I also started my own team. Yeah.
All right, so let's go to, you were telling me about how you started your team. So you find yourself in Kisumu, and you go to Jomo Kenyatta.
My dad's brother, who used to take care of us, dies, and then all this life web, so ends up in this rabbit hole. Then I go to Kisumu for probably a month. Yeah. And then I always go to sports ground. So one day, I think it was even an off-season period. Off-season is where league imeisha. So there's a time people take, off and re-strategize and then start again. So it was that kind of period. Then you remember I'm also in my own situation and I'm looking for a way out of the situation. So going there and being present among people and not locking, I reached a point where I would lock myself in the house, in my room, lock the door, funga the curtains, and just be in that darkness, which is never a good place to be in, So now with this situation now, I'm back to Kisumu, resting quite a bit, walking to the lake. Nature helps a lot with such. For anyone ever in depression or such situations, outdoors and nature help quite a lot in just centering you back. So like, go to the lake, just sit at the front of the lake, commune with nature, basically. Go to sports ground and all. So one time I'm with this cousin of mine, I call him my big brother. He's my big brother anyway, on phone. And like, for whatever reason, there is no a women's basketball team representing Luo Nyanza in the league. But I'm like, but all the greatest basketballers in this country are from Nyanza. All of the ones you'd know, and I'm not saying they're not from anywhere else, but most of them
are from
Nyanza, really. And why don't we have representation? But there's also a lot of reasons why that is the case, which hopefully we'll talk about in between. So then I was like, okay, why don't I make myself busy? And then I tell my big brother Moses is older than me, so he's also been in the scene much longer. Both from high school to pro to everything. then I was like, yeah, can you get me some girls in Kisumu specifically? I'm willing to form a team and start it and register and do everything there is, and then we get into the league, then we'll have representation.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm like, yeah, I mean, there is no amount of work. As long as I'm a believer in, as long as you're alive, you can do anything whatsoever, or you can get anything.
Yeah.
I'm like those kinds of people. So I was like, I will do it. Na tukikwama kwani was the worst that will happen. Si tutasema, okay, we tried and then it didn't work. Yeah, but we did something. The only way we can know if it will work or not is if we actually try.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it became such a blessing in disguise that, by the way, that is how I came out of depression. And then still came out with a whole basketball team. We got to register it.
Yeah.
It's registered as a community-based organization, but now we mostly dwell in sports, nurturing, leadership, education. Yeah.
How many players do you have?
About 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good number.
It's a good number. Can I fun fact? Currently, as we speak now, all the girls I have are under 21. And it was so interesting that over the seasons, of course, there has been change. There's been those who left, those who came in. Yeah. But currently, the current constitution are all under 21. And majority of them are actually in high school.
Oh.
Yes.
So like they go to a day high school then?
No, they go to boarding high school. So what I got to do over time, interesting story. Somehow when I started, you get to realize that when you're in a situation, be it a good situation or bad, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
There is many other people who, if things are not going well for you, there's like a million other people whose things are also not going well.
Yeah.
But also when things are going well, there's a million other people whose things are also going well. So somehow, also depend with the kind of person that I am as Akumu, for whatever strange reason, the girls that kept coming were also from extremely needy families. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we could talk to, ended up making, I have a whole school that I, talked to the principal, we talked to the principal, wrote letters, did introductions and whatnot, that we're going to be supporting them as a basketball team. So if they're in Bake, there's this and this and this that can happen. And yeah, the school is affiliated with Lakeside Women Basketball. And I have a very good technical coach.
Yeah.
He's been FIBA trained. That also goes to coach them. A very, 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 very good coach.
You're dropping some very interesting acronyms here. So the first one I had was KBF, which I guess is...
KBF is Kenya Basketball
Federation?
Yes.
Maybe? And then I had FIBA.
FIBA, it's, the way there's FIFA?
Yeah. Federation International,
whatever. That one. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce French, but FIFA for football, FIBA for basketball.
FIBA for basketball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And so how do you get the funding to take care of your team? So your team is called Lakeside Women's Basketball
Club. Yes.
Club. Okay.
Yeah.
How expensive is it to run a basketball club with 25 players?
It is crazy expensive. And when I tell you it is crazy expensive...
Can we talk any figures here?
We can talk, like a whole season. A season could be ranging from 6 to 8 months or 10 months. There's normally regular season, then playoff season.
Yeah.
Playoff season is normally 2 months. Regular season can be between 6 to 8 months, depending on, Kenya.
Yeah.
How KBF has how the fixtures go throughout. So there's always a first leg, then there's a second leg.
On the political climate, does it depend on that as well?
Maybe just basketball politics, but it has nothing to do with the national politics. Yeah. So it has the first leg, then the second leg, then the of course end of the leg, then there is the playoff season. You could run up to for you to successfully run a season.
Those 8 to 10 months.
Yes. You could use upwards of more than 5 mic.
Okay. 5 million shillings.
Yes, and that's like minimum. You need basics. basics, and there is things
And
in
what
between.
are you doing? What are you doing here? This is for transportation of the.
Now
of
there
the-
is transportation, number one, because how it works, I think it works the same way as football. There is home games and there is away games. Yeah. Before transport, the constitution of the team, first of all, you have to pay league fees for affiliation with KBF, because remember, KBF is the governing body of Kenya basketball, all basketball, whatever's in Kenya. So there is that. Then there is equipment. There is location. In an ideal situation, it is nice to have sponsors.
Yeah.
Sponsors help you get a lot of mileage, as opposed to when you don't have actual sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, sponsors come in different types of ways. But now let me talk about Lexadoom situation. Now, it takes a lot to run a season.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things are involved. Because we play in the National League, it means all this. So, for example, let's say there's 20 teams in the league that you're playing in the same pool with, yeah? It means in this season, you'll have, is it 39 games in the season, yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Because you have to play home games with these 20 teams.
Yes.
And play away games with these 20 teams.
Yes.
Yeah? Now, before you get to the fact that you're going to away games, you have the league fee, you have equipment, and your entire branding for you to look like you are an actual
professional
outfit.
team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Branding takes, it's work. It's a lot of work.
And branding here includes getting them the
From jerseys to kids to even just this simple whatever is
t-shirts like those ones that you're wearing.
And this is
Do you even have like
simple tee.
backpacks with I don't know,
that is part of branding.
Okay.
Ideally, you should be having those, but now because resources is a crazy thing to find.
Yeah.
But then again, also, I will tell you why. Now, there is equipment, there is training, so you have to find a suitable facility. Then remember, I deal with girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tricky kidogo. Boys are ace. They can train into the night to 12 p.m., whatever. Kama kuna tuseme if there's floodlights, if the court is in good condition. We don't have very many very good courts in Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah. And then remember, then in Nairobi kuna Kasa na Nyayo, but there you can't, for you to play there, you got, even to train there, you got to pay a good amount of money for the venue.
Yeah.
So you can't, because you can't afford that, so you just, look for whatever is available. So you have to ensure venues, you have to ensure equipment, even for strength and conditioning. There's a lot of equipment that comes into play for a sports person, generally, cross-board, any sports. Then, of course, your branding, we've talked about that. Branding, the official kits. Then, there's always, you're allowed to think about 3 colors. CG for away game, it has to be this particular, there's a set of rules for away games, there's a set of rules for home games. Also for just your own personal team professional look, it has to be a certain way.
Yeah.
For your own storytelling, of course, you need your videographers and your photographers and for you to get any kind of visibility, if at all.
Yeah.
Remember, now there's match days. Match days, of course, is those things that you need for the player to be able to, play. Then remember, kwa kids peer, there's everything from shoes to kila kitu.
Yeah.
Then now you come to ukicheza home ni fiti because uko home ground. Hopefully it doesn't rain on that day. So that whatever available public place is, of course, always, the venue is always cheaper than private places. So you pray to God that on the day of your fixtures,
it doesn't rain.
But
they're always home for you then, in this case, like your home. Kisumu.
Yeah, so our home at sports ground.
Okay, Kisumu sports ground, okay.
Yes, because interestingly, there's not a lot of courts.
Yeah. Do you pay for the Kisumu sports ground?
Yes.
A fixed fee throughout the year or
No, per like every game you play there.
Would it be cheaper?
Every day. Of course, it would be cheaper. Always, law of numbers is if you nini in bulk, if I'm paying per year, it should be way less than me paying per
game.
Yeah, but we don't have such kind of structures. I mean, it would be easier if KBF actually owned some of these things, but we don't own.
So what if, for instance, you know that in this year you're going to have 20 games, 20 home games, and maybe do you also pay for the training? Do you train in your home ground, or do you train elsewhere?
So now, depending on that depends. It depends from team to team. So if we do not own any facility yet. Hopefully one day, that's one of my dreams in a few years to come. We could own, but when you don't own, you have to terms and conditions. Now, Kisumu Sports Ground somehow has it's county owned, yes, but it also is. It has a management. So we get to talk to them like, yeah, unajua, these are nurturing young people, and you know.
Yeah.
And so training, they never really get to charge us for training. But
So
on game day,
games, you gotta pay.
Yeah. But on the event that they have their own other functions, because remember, it's not for you alone. It's for everybody else. So let's say that month they have, or someone booked it for 3 weeks, 1 month, you have to find
an alternative.
You have to pay for the alternative, because the alternative is probably a school somewhere, a private place somewhere. So you have to pay for that.
Yeah.
So there's, of course, those challenges, because you don't really own it. It's for everyone. So depending on, and people, any other person who wants to have an activity can pay for it and book it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what I was wondering is, if you know that you have 20 games throughout the season, can't you just pay off 20 games? Or is it hard to come up with the money?
But ideally, when I have fixtures that have been, remember, these fixtures don't come from me. They come from the Kenya Basketball Federation.
And they always
ideally,
don't come.
It is the duty of the federation to ensure that I have a venue for
the team,
where they have. They're the ones who located.
Their away team is coming to
play.
So
so sometimes the federation will come in, but it has to be paid for. Either way.
Yeah.
Then again, we also pay league fee, so it's a lot of things. Sometimes there's just a lot of things in between. But a venue must be paid for, because the management will not allow a game to happen if
it's not paid for.
Yes.
And so how do you then raise the 5 million shillings that you need every year or every season
now,
to run
the league?
Yeah.
It's been for the season, for the period of time that I have done this. You know, the way people say ni God.
Ni God maze. It's been God maze for you.
Yeah, it's been good, because I remember.
How long has the club been running for?
For 2 years, going 3 now.
Okay.
So congrats. I remember thinking it's been hard, but it's been also, the thing I like about it is I don't mind doing, there's certain things I don't mind doing. Also because it just gives me life. Yeah. And I love being outdoors. I love, screaming at the court when we have games. It's just therapy. So we have lived somehow through well wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And out of pocket, like 99%.
Okay.
But you'll have someone come. I have, 3 sets of my kids have been donations. Like, Akumu, you're doing a good job. Here's a kit, 12 kits.
What does a kit contain?
No, the kit's like jersey, like official playing jersey.
Yeah.
Here I can give you this kit. Here I can give you this number of pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Or balls. Or because, for Lakeside Women, we just don't play. For us, it's not, how do I say, sports in Kenya generally is taken as an activity.
Yeah.
Not a business. Now, I did start this as charity, but it is impossible to run sports as charity. Yeah,
the numbers got to make sense. You got to be able to run it. And even if it's a charity, you still have to make money to run the charity.
Spent.
Yeah.
A lot of money is spent. So then how
will you sustain it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because in between, remember what I told you? I have a lot of girls currently under 21.
Yeah.
Most of them in high school. But we also, along the journey, realized even for some of these people, getting basic hygiene items was a struggle.
Yeah.
And so what happens? I did start a branch in LWBC called the Care Code. So the Care Code has hygiene
LWBC,
packs.
what is that?
Oh, LWBC is Lakeside Women Basketball.
Okay. Oh,
so in short. So I started so we call it the Care Code by LWBC.
Yeah.
Why? It has hygiene packages for girls. So you have, your pads, your tissues, your toothbrush, just basic hygiene items.
Yeah.
So that you're not missing out on a game because you're on your periods. Because, for us women, periods is not a choice.
Yes.
It just comes. Yeah, it's like it's a rite of passage, basically.
Whether you like it or
Whether
not.
you like it or not, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens? And you schedule like when they're doing the fixtures, they're not be like, yeah, you know how many girls are on the periods on this day. I mean, they just put out the timetable.
Yeah.
And so you don't want a situation where a girl feels like I can't attend just because I'm on my periods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided, you know what, for our girls, but now it extended. We do it for all other needs. We also do 3 times a year, we do basketball camps. Our last camp had more than 75 young people under 24 attend. So in the basketball camps, it can run either for a week or 2. It's basically for teaching basics, for teaching leadership, for mentorship. Also,
And you're doing this out of the football, like beside the football.
Besides the basketball,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry, the basketball.
Yes, besides the basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it then make you a very dependable person, you think?
I mean,
In
you didn't
society.
say I'm a very dependable person. Because what more can you, even if, let's say you want to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
Because, we're not we're not leaving this place alive.
Yeah.
But once I'm gone,
You want to leave a legacy behind.
I want to be that person who, if it was not, the people for sure I can tell you, of course, I'm never going to mention names anywhere, that they went through school, they are going through school because of Lakeside Women Basketball.
Yeah.
Their schools give them, there's these benefits they get because they're in Lakeside Women Basketball,
Do they also get to compete for their school teams?
Yes, absolutely. And we get to support the school teams as well.
By the way, how are you able? Some of them are in boarding school, right?
They are all in boarding school.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you get them out of boarding school to come and practice?
They train in school.
In the individual schools?
Yes.
Or are they all in one school?
Not all in one school. The majority, there's some that are in, there are 3 different schools.
Okay.
2 more, there's one that doesn't have many. So let me say 2 different schools that have like a lot of the population.
Yeah.
So we have our...
Coach?
Yeah. I have like 2 coaches, very nice, dependable coaches. Oh, big shout out to Coach Ogilo. He's also an actual chief, like an administrator.
Oh.
Yeah, in Kisumu. He is such an asset. And then now we also have another coach in Nairobi. Yeah, he's called Coach George Mayenga.
Yeah.
A very amazing coach. And they get to train our girls even in school.
So how does that play around? Do they get the girls out of their normal school routine?
No. During games time or during the weekend. So now, for example, depending on the arrangement we have with the schools, because we do talk, we literally are in touch with the administration of the school. So weekend schools basically see sports, weekend is free. They don't really have lessons and classes on weekends. So you'd find our coach on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They'd go to, this coach goes here, this coach goes there. We have 2 coaches in Kisumu, 1 coach in Nairobi. So they'll divide the coaches that are coaching the ones that are not in school. So when you're not in sports ground, for example.
Yeah.
So this coach will be with them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then goes to the school Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday.
Yeah.
Then in school, they're also left with instructions of the days that we are not here for training. So they'll train minimum 3 times a week with the coach every week. And he travels there very... atamaliza his daily job and then at safiri because of course his games is jioni. So he'll finish then Kisumu proximity si mbali. So he would physically go there at least 3 times a week. That includes the weekend, and train them. When they're on holidays, when we're doing the camps, even their parents know, because we have consent from parents. They are always in, like, the parents figure out how they can be in Kisumu for
the entire
that time for the training. So it does help with development, because we are basically very grassroots. We're a very grassroots development pipeline.
Yeah.
And
what I'm seeing here is a trend where you have sort of figured a way of making this all work with the normal school year. And I think it's impressive because I see, some of the basketball clubs in North America, and some of them are able to work with students who are in school during the school year or basically during the entire year. And some of them figure it out. And I'm very proud of the fact that you figured that out.
Yeah, we're trying to create a prototype of what WNBA is.
So you said something here, and I took quite a keen interest in it. You said that you were undergoing some sort of depression, and basketball and Lakeside Women Basketball Club became sort of both a product and something that enabled you to get out of the depression. Is that what
like saving grace, yes.
Yeah. So I know that we live in a society where there's so much pressure right now, and lots of people are depressed that we don't even see. I was hanging out with a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and I asked him, when is the last time you were smiling in public, yet down inside you were in tatters, you are torn apart? And man, he told me, even right now, bro.
Oh.
Even right. We were doing a podcast, and that
so
was...
you'd be like, yeah, I'm smiling right now, but deep
inside,
inside
man,
I'm dying.
I am torn. And that left such a big imprint in me. So we've become closer now, and we always check up on each other. If you're an ardent fan of the Couch Connect, you would probably know who that guest is. But are you free to talk about that period of your time? Is that something you're okay sharing?
Maybe,
well, I won't ask you
maybe parts
specifics.
of it, yeah.
Okay, I won't ask you specifics now.
Yeah.
So what I'm interested in, you have children.
Yes.
And you say that you would lock yourself up in your room,
yes,
and stuff like that. And so what I'm wondering is, how are your children taking all this? Do they know what's going on with their mother?
Probably absolutely not. But you see, as someone who has children, we underestimate what we think our children know.
Yeah.
And what we think they don't know. But I guess, let me say, lucky for me, I have a very good support system in the house. I have a very good housekeeper who knows. I think she just knows how to read the room every morning.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, I'm going to take care of these people. I have an amazing, amazing best friend. Her name is Kirubo Nguti. I call her Nena.
There's another person who thinks they are your best friend. Now they're going to catch feelings.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, the first one.
Okay.
And I also have amazing cousins who check on me from time to time. Or I'll be like, I would call Nana and tell her.
Kerubo is Nana?
Yeah. Okay. So her official name is Kerubo Muti, but we call her Nana.
Yeah.
And I'll call her and I'll be like, yeah, I can't. And she will come and she'll take care of.
Yeah.
I mean, she's Auntie Nana. So she's going to be their mother in that moment. Or I'll call my cousin Miriam and be like, yeah, girl, I need to disappear a bit for a week or two or a couple of days and hold fort. So I have a system that does hold fort for me from time to time.
Yeah.
And in that particular moment, even more, because I needed it. Because they knew, as she is, I mean, they know me pretty well.
Yeah.
And I would literally wake up and I didn't even want to, light was such a distraction, But then again, you see, I'm a social scientist. I've done psychology.
Yeah.
The more you are in a situation, for example, you wake up today and say, or someone calls you, then be like, yeah, job, they start shouting at you, and then you'll be like, yeah, this person has spoiled my day. So what happens if you stay too long in that situation? You continue to have everything. The universe brings every bad thing to keep convincing you, yeah, the day is bad. And it is bad because of this and this and this and this. Yeah. So staying in that rabbit hole for too long is extremely unhealthy. Hence, of course, does lead to depression eventually. And different things cause different things. There's grief. There's too many moving parts of depression, But then again, having the knowledge that I do have, I was like, yeah, I know what this is. And I better get out. I better figure out how it can go on. I better figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the more I go down in it, it will get worse and worse and worse, And of course, when you're in a depressed situation, a lot of negative emotions are around you.
Yeah.
So you're not the best of person. But this is something about me. I don't know how to be in a negative space for too long. Because generally, I'm a very bubbly person. Like my actual person outside of everything, I am such a people's person. Like I'm such a happy-go-lucky kind of person. 100%. So staying in that situation was so depressing. Like the situation in itself was so depressing for me because that's not me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was hard.
I think what I'm hearing here is that having a great support system is very important because many of us will at some point go through something similar to what you went through. And woe upon you if you don't have a support system that can help you out.
Yeah. A support system who understands you. And they're like, yeah, if her tone sounds like this, we know. But they don't talk, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Don't talk to her. If she just comes and walks past you people, because they know the normal do will not do certain things. If they wake up and they come knocking at your door and you're not opening, let it be. Just ask, okay, are you alive? Just so we know you are alive.
Yeah.
You know? Somebody kitoka, you're like, okay, cool. She's this, you know?
Yeah. And
there's a time they even came, my friend, I also have another very close friend. Her name is Miss Khan. And Kerubo would come and, lazima utoke kwa nyumba leo. Twende swimming.
Yeah.
Unataka wapi sawa? Wewe tunajua hata kwa outenda kwa maji baridi. Twende, which heated pool is around we can go right now. Like they do such things for me just so I get out, you know? And they be like, yeah, we know you're in this bad state, but you can't stay there for long. Let's go swim. Let's go have a meal. Let's go dance, you know? And having such people around you who make you do things that, you know, it's the same way, you know, the way discipline is, even if you don't want to do something, you do it for consistency and to create, you know, a message and to culture your brain. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going outside and interacting so much with nature really also played a big role.
It's interesting to see how women come through for each other, though.
Yeah.
Because I think, I'm not sure very many men are even open enough to share the negative emotions they have at any given time. But also, even men who know that their peers are going through, periods of depression, may not even be forthcoming enough to want to help out.
Really?
And I think so.
I mean, what happened to bro code doesn't include...
I
know you're in a bad mood. Because I'm assuming if I'm your boy, I know how you are typically.
Yeah, but we don't want to open up, that emotional side of us, for most of us at least.
Also, to be like, yeah, come to the drinks.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Alafu, end of story.
I guess.
Oh, wow. I guess that's why men die early.
Men die early because they work so hard.
No, because they keep so many things in their hearts. So you're always heavy.
But probably.
When women communities are very strong because there's a lot of moving parts in a woman's life. There's a lot of changes that happen within a woman's life cycle generally. So there has to be an outlet at some point.
Yeah.
Or you will just die.
Crash.
But I'm glad I had a support system that was great. Yeah.
Earlier on, you told me that your mother is a first elder.
Yeah.
So how does a woman become a first elder in Luo land?
Yeah, in SDA, watch out Luo.
Yeah, Luo land.
There was even a time in SDA it was very rare to get women pastors.
Yeah, it was. I think they struggled to even be hired. They struggled to be hired. Yeah. And even recently, I saw Elizabeth Mokoro. Let's put up a picture of Elizabeth Mokoro. Yes. I saw her being bashed by the leadership of the Adventist Church because of, I don't know, for whatever reason, they were just bashing her.
But she's such an amazing person. Oh, she's
Have you met her in person?
I know her in person.
I've tried to get on the pod, but I haven't been successful.
I think if you text her, she will respond.
Okay.
She's on Facebook. Even you'll text her on Facebook, she will respond. She's an absolutely amazing person. Yeah. And do you know, there's this thing about, this is in relation to maybe why she's getting bashed. Naturally as humans.
Yeah.
When I come and tell you, by the way, you should not cut your hair like that. Your first instinct will be to look at me like, what is wrong with you? Not why. Our first reactions to things are always more negative than they are either positive or to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, she does say a lot of facts that people don't really like to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, if you look at the thing she's saying from a very objective point, she makes a lot of sense.
Well, sometimes I feel like rubbing people the wrong way for the sake of the gospel maybe doesn't augur well with the majority of the society.
But what is rubbing people the wrong way? Like, what is that?
By imposing your beliefs on them.
But I'm not imposing, I'm just letting you know. So it is
But
up to
what
you.
makes
You know
you-
this thing of, I said what I said, how you understand, how you understood. Your interpretation of me saying, I love myself.
Yeah.
How is that my problem? You interpret it as, no, she's a very prideful person. But I'm like, no, I do love myself. And I know my boundaries. Don't talk to me a certain way. I'm not saying it because I'm proud, but I'm saying it because I do understand
But maybe there's a
myself.
language you could use that doesn't seem to be demeaning. Maybe demeaning is not the word. That doesn't seem to be belittling my style of doing things, and in some sort of way telling me that your style of doing things is the best style.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying this is because you see the way the Bible is written. The Bible was written following the laws of God, which are basically the laws of nature too.
Yes.
But the way some preachers preach the word is like they preach the word to serve a certain purpose that is supportive of their ministry, supportive of their religion, and somehow bend the message of what the writer of the Bible was saying at that point to fit that narrative, so that they can support their ministry or their belief. And in my opinion, the long and the short of the Bible is this: Jesus came, he died for you and me,
Yeah.
so let's believe in him.
We believe it
All these other things,
as stories.
they not necessarily stories, but let's take them in their own context.
Yeah.
You've
now,
seen the
I would argue that like this. I would look at it like this.
yeah.
When there's this group of pastors, what do we call them? Like people mostly, what word are they given? Like prosperity gospel
Yes,
pastors.
believe and become rich.
Yeah, you're gonna be rich tomorrow when you wake up. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
but you gotta
know?
give me $1,000 first.
Eh, lazima plant seed. Terms and conditions apply. Why are those kind of preachers? Why is that more acceptable
It is not acceptable.
than when they don't get bashed as much as
Haven't you
me, who
seen
tells you?
Nganga being bashed?
I don't think Nganga should be used as an example.
Haven't you seen
Nothing
Kanyari
against it.
being bashed with his mbegu ya 310?
It's big, and so there is a way people, and I understand the whole concept of let me know in love. Yeah, correct me in love. I
Yeah.
understand it absolutely. If you want me to go get a white cap instead of a black one, let me know that. Show me the color shade,
Yeah.
so that I don't make the mistake, kind of thing. I understand that.
What is correcting in love, though? Because sometimes correcting in love can come from the point of, man, you need to be drinking from a white cup, not this brown cup. You know?
Correcting in love is how the message is delivered.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think there's better ways of delivering. You should drink from a white cup.
No, that better way
Sometimes.
is the in love.
Sometimes white cup milk drunk from white cup tastes better than milk drunk
Give me
from
the-
brown cups.
In love.
And this is where you can find white cups.
White
You can
caps.
find them
Yeah.
here and here
Or this
and
one
here.
releases, I don't know which carbon that is harmful for your body. You know, if you use this one,
Yes.
that's okay. That's
Yeah. And
and
then
more people.
that is where I find many people are finding Mokoro abrasive because of the way she could be sharing the truth, but in an abrasive way.
Does that also? I agree with that, but also does it boil down to there are certain things that there is no gray area. There is no way I can say, by the way Jesus died for you on the cross, that is not by the way Jesus died for you on the cross.
Okay.
Yeah. But in this same message, how she preaches, there are people who will, she has a point. But there's someone who will be like, "Anizaje sema hivyo." I find it funny. Of course, we're very human. But when someone speaks negative to something that you love, not negative, when someone corrects the negative thing that you love to do, negative thing that you love to do,
Yeah.
you get offended for no reason.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that
You could also get offended on behalf of other people.
you really get offended on behalf of other people. Like, as
I
you didn't
do
so
get
without.
offended on behalf of other people all the time. All the damn
As
time.
you didn't so without. So you're like, yeah, when you're comfortable, you're like, okay, cool. You know that thing where it is said, because it was not your turn, you didn't speak up, because it was, until the day it reaches you, that's when you speak out. It's literally the same thing. Because sini yangu haijafikiwa hivyo sana. So I'm as with every other thing. But the day my scene is spoken about like that, I'm gonna be all
and that is
up
why I speak up at any given time. Because I think Jesus' style of preaching was not abrasive at all. The only one time
he did beat people in a temple, no?
That's the only one time and the guy was angry. At that point he was angry. So you're telling me that all these preachers preaching in this type of way, including our beautiful woman, are angry all the time?
I would say this, and not to defend. How many times is it okay to be taught something that ndo uelewe?
How many times is it okay to be taught something to allow? I think they say that a wise man hears something once and they should understand.
So if it comes a second, okay, it comes a 10th time, and now the 10th time is harsh, would you blame the messenger?
But I mean, this messenger has been preaching this way from the first day she was preaching. So, first of all, I think we should give credit where it's due. Elizabeth McCoy is a wonderful preacher. I love the way she delivers the message.
She's an amazing preacher.
I just don't like her style. As a person, I love her, amazing person, and I would invite her over and over again to my congregation.
We gotta get her to the pod so that now you can ask her why this style and not like this.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Definitely.
Because I feel like there's certain things, because matters of spirituality.
Yeah.
Let me not say religion. Let me say spirituality. Matters of the gospel. Matters of the gospel are do or die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even how they are delivered, you can't deliver it sugar-coated. Because when you sugar-coat it to make the majority feel,
what are you saying?
Ninawaelewa, tuko fiti.
What are you saying?
You end up interpreting the wrong things.
Jesus preached using parables.
But we're in the times of the end. Parables are ingi. Raila alituambia vitendawili mara ngapi na tukuelewa. What are you talking about?
If we are Christian, we are emulating Jesus, right? And whether it's in the times of the beginning or the times of the end, my sister, the times of the end have been here with us since when Paul was alive. When Paul was alive 1,900 years ago, more than 1,900 years ago.
I want you to understand, this is not a joke. Like, the kingdom of God is not a joke.
Me, when I get to heaven, I'm going to be hanging out with Jesus, and we're just going to be chilling, man. We're going to be chilling with our hibiscus tea.
And I always tell my cousins about that. You know what? Me, I'm God's second-born sister.
Yeah.
Because
God's second-born sister. Okay. You're not even his
kwanza
daughter.
Alafu mindo wa pili.
Okay.
Kwa nyumba yao, na niko hapo kwa nyumba yao.
Okay.
Why? Because as sinful as we can be as humans, he comes through for me so many times, even in situations where you don't even really deserve it.
Yeah.
But because because for everyone who does not believe in supernatural beings, Poleni, me, I believe in supernatural beings, and God is that person for me. And I know, I'll be in shit today. I'm that kind of person who, for example, neza toka kwa nyumba sina talking, but I'm like, God, when I come back, make sure I have. My communication with God is pretty big, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I need it. I can't do without it. Yeah, and he, let me tell you, when I come back, I will have. Yeah. Because again, I try to ensure I have such a clean heart. I'm not saying I'm the best of people, but to me, I am the best of people. Yeah. But this is to say this.
Yeah.
Whenever a message is passed, and especially, God, the gospel message is a very tricky, because there's people who believe, there's people who don't, there's people who believe in cows, there's people who believe in whatever, in water, in whatever. It's a very thin line, spirituality. But now for me, I choose for God to be my person and to trust and believe that, by the way, he has my back no matter what.
Yeah.
And I would be in shit and I would be very nonchalant. I'll just be like, yeah, and I know it's gonna be okay eventually. Yeah. And you see you're in depression and then you come out with a whole
basketball team.
We're a whole product. And then now the product ends up being your entire life. Yeah.
Do you think your mom got any pushback when she got into that role of first elder?
I don't think I think she was chosen. She was chosen into it.
I mean, yeah, she could be chosen, but some 2-3
of
men must be there.
People who'd be like, but yeah.
Apostasy.
Even, funny enough, is even when my dad was the first elder of church.
Yeah.
There was people who were not ace with it. Yeah. But remember, he's a man. He's not even a woman.
Yeah.
There's still people, no matter what you do.
There's going to be people against it.
There is people who are always poking holes. So I never focus on the... You just spoke what you want. It's great. I mean, what I do is... What we do in Lifesaving Women is... We are a talent stream development entity. But there's people who will be like, kwa nini wanafanya hivyo? You know how ridiculous that sounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's people who do that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Akumu, hanging out with you here has been so beautiful.
I'm such a storyteller. We might end up
oh man.
in another very different life. But yeah, I am a storyteller.
Yeah. As we're learning this plane, in the spirit of this podcast, there's a tradition that we have. We normally treat our guests like presidents or presidentesses. And we borrowed this from the United States presidency, where the guy who's in office normally leaves a letter for the next guy who's coming into office.
Oh, wow. That's
and
nice.
so since this is a podcast and what we do here is ask questions, the guest who was here most recently left a question for you.
Ooh.
I normally don't see this question until I'm just about to ask it.
You're kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And of course, you're also going to get an opportunity to ask the next guest a question.
All right.
So here's your question.
Do I get to know the answer they give?
The
So
answer
I'll have to watch the next pod to be able to know what answer they gave.
but because the way I shoot my pods, they're back and forth, so you may actually not know who is next.
I'm going to ask you, like, Job, I need to know the answer they gave.
I can tell you, of course.
Uh-huh.
All right. What subtle... Hey, this is deep. What subtle and stroke or tiny habits do you partake in that make you realize and go, oh, really? I do believing in my own truth.
That's easy for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I meditate a lot. I absolutely, I meditate a lot every morning.
Yeah.
And before I go to bed.
What is meditation like for you? Do you sit down and you go like,
No. Meditation for me is how do I say this? It helps centers me. And how I do it is nikiwa to bed. Actually lie down flat in bed. And in the process of meditation, sometimes I would even fall asleep. But let's say I had a really horrible day.
Yeah.
I'm those people who, I don't know if you've had this kind of people. I'm not going to sleep angry for whatever reason. So before I start meditation, I'll be like, yeah, this and this went wrong. Much as, of course, I'll not it's not with other people, it's with me and myself. And remember, this is from a point where I have been in a place, I've been in a rabbit hole that I don't want to ever go back to. So I make sure I'm always operating on very high vibrations. Yeah. If I'm angry at someone, if I was bitter for whatever reason, if kakuna mtu alimkosea for whatever reason, I cannot sleep with that burden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has also made me a very forgiving person. Like, I can forgive you, but not... I'd be like, I'm forgiving you for my sake, not for your sake. Yeah. Because first I want to sleep better. The second I want to continue. I'm a creative mind, so I need to be able to do my projects without thinking, and I guess that's why I'm always a very happy person most of the time, because I ensure, was I angry? I have to take account every evening.
Yeah.
Who was I angry at? What was I angry at? Why? Is it worth it? Does it have anything to do with my destiny? If it, do you know you could wrong me and I'd be like, oh yeah, it has nothing to do with me. Like, that's a you problem. You could abuse me right now and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Because really, let's say, for example, you tell me, oh yeah, Akumu, you're a dog. I'll be like, yeah, I know I'm not a dog, so it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So it will not remove me from the space that I am in, because really it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with your shortfalls or how you feel about me, which again has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So meditation has helped me with that quite a lot. I listen to a lot of, Kina Joe Dispenza people. I don't know if you heard about him. I read a lot of self-help books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kina Sijui Becoming Supernatural, Kina, The Power of the Mind.
360 by Walubengo.
Those, I do,
Yeah.
it helps me. So, yeah, the one thing the little habit that I have that people do not actually know is I meditate a lot.
And I'm happy that it's working for you.
It is beautifully working for me. It makes me glow, I think. But yeah, it's amazing that happens.
Beautiful.
So I
here's
write.
the opportunity. Yeah. Here's the opportunity to write your question for the next guest.
Oh, wow.
Akumu, hanging out with you has been beautiful. You're such a vibe. You're very insightful and incited too.
Thank you.
And inciting as well. And thank you for honoring our invitation, for being willing enough to come and hang out with us, talk to us about the Lakeside Women Basketball Club. And it's my hope that your club continues climbing the ranks to become one of the best clubs in Kenya. How are your stats like?
Looking great.
Okay.
Last season, we did win, was it 20 out of 26 games?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, in the league. But total, because we did a lot of friendlies and a lot of other games, we had, I think, a total of 43 games, and we won 35 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're getting there.
That's impressive.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Does that make you like maybe the best or maybe second best?
Oh no,
club
there is
in
a team that actually did not lose a game the entire season. So
okay. So you're
there's
number
a
2?
team that
You'd
no,
say?
we're number 4.
Okay.
Yeah. We were number 4 for it because of our technicality, but we could have been number 3, but we were number 4 because of something that the way you go through life and you're like, yeah, lessons learned.
Yeah.
But we're like, yeah, we carry it to the next season. We hope that this coming season, starting January,
Yeah.
The 2025-2026 season, hopefully, of course, this will air at some point in the year.
Yeah.
We will be one of the best teams.
Yeah, we're gonna. This episode is dropping sometime in March of 2026.
Then we will have been the best team
at that point.
And let's circle back to this.
Yeah.
We hope that we get people who will be willing to invest. The problem with our sports industry is we do sports as an activity.
Yeah. So by the
Instead
way.
of it's about, for the love of the game. But we're trying to, as Lakeside Women, create awareness around, especially women in sports. There's a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
And I'd advocate for any young person. I'm such a sports and women advocate, women in sports advocate. I would love for as many young girls to play whichever sport, because of course not kila mtu will be in basketball.
Yeah.
First of all, for me, my number one benefit was mental health. So it helps great. And we do have, during our camp sessions, mental health segments.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of, in Kisumu, we have a lot of kids who come for the camp. We have more than 75 attending any camp at a time.
Yeah.
And for development, for discipline, it helps. Even just physical health of you're physically fit, you're not having cardiovascular diseases because you're physically active.
Yeah.
It helps with grounding you. It helps with discipline. Anyone who, if you can join a sport, please do. But it also helps reduce societal vices.
Yeah.
Because we do, my team, by the way, discipline is non-negotiable. But we do have sports men and women who discipline is negotiable. In my team, that can earn you, kutolewa kwa team.
Yeah.
Because that we don't negotiate with. Yeah. Because we are in the journey of putting Lakeside Women on the map in such a way that we are represented on up to the very highest levels.
Yeah.
I know it's a journey and we will get there. But then again, with every journey, you start from somewhere.
True.
we hope that we can get, I don't know if you know, when you get time, actually, Nairobi City Thunder they are a very good basketball team in Kenya. They're male though. Yeah.
Let's
Then
put
the
up a
premium
picture of
male.
Nairobi City Thunder.
Nairobi City Thunder.
Yeah.
Now, I love the journey of Nairobi City Thunder. People have known them for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But they have been there for more than 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And
10 years, they were just growing.
It was growth. They were never on the map like they are right now. This is probably, is it the second season in a row, or is it third season in a row that they have gone unbeaten?
Yeah.
But also because they got someone who, believed in them enough to invest in them.
Yeah.
So much so that they have put Kenya on the map in the history of Kenyan basketball.
Yeah.
Kasarani Ejaija. Until last month when we had
November.
in November when we had BLA Basketball Africa League. They were the first team in Kenya to make it to the BAL. And Kasarani has never been that full.
Yeah.
Ever in the history of Kenya. But because they have worked so hard, invested so much, and as I'm telling you, sport, the investment is, you see that 5 million I was telling you, that's basic.
Yeah.
Like, that's super basic. You will not even have enough funds to ETSG, pay your players, the coaches, what they're supposed to.
Let me ask you, when someone invests in the club, are they investing with any returns in mind, or are they just investing as giving the money into charity?
No, investment in a club, that's what I was telling you. The moment we stop looking at, for us now, we are beginning to do sports business and not sports activity.
Yeah.
We're just not showing up to play football. Yeah. So when you're doing investment, like again, Nairobi City Thunder being the one team in Kenya that even the investment is showing, there's a lot of returns that comes with it. Because also there's other ways when you're very visible and you have put yourself on the map at a certain level.
Yeah.
Of course, the investment comes with all the visibility, all the marketing. Of course, merchandise come into place. There's many ways to monetize it. So yes, when an investor comes to a basketball business or any sports business for that matter, there's great return. Sports is great business. It's amazingly great business.
Beautiful.
Only if you're not taking it as an activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So hopefully by the time we're meeting next again after we win the season, we will have great sponsors. I'll tell you, by the job we got. Now we are on other levels on on Nairobi City Thunder women level. But sports is great business.
Cool. Thanks for hanging out with me, folks. If you made it this far, I think it's because you did like this episode. Akumu, if there is something that, if folks listening to us so far didn't understand anything that you said, what is the one thing that you want them to leave this episode remembering?
The one thing I want them to leave here today, if you forget everything else, involve your women in sports, involve your girls in sports. It helps a great deal, be it from from personal life. It is also a career. They can play pro, but as long as they start early. Yeah. Just involve them. Don't let them sit in the house. Reach out to me and they can come and join my team. So,
we're gonna put your socials in the description to this video below, so you can go and look up for Akumu as well as the Lexington Women Basketball Club. Like I said, if you made it this far, I think it's because you did like this episode. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and remember to tell your friends to tell their friends. Akumu is a great woman, has multiple abilities in so many areas, and we only chose to speak about basketball today. But man, you're very inspiring. Like I said, keep shining and keep going forward.
Thank you.
Folks, till next time, do take care. Kwaheri.